Out and About TV. Travel, adventure, and RVs. Join Sharon and Tom each week as they travel America in a 30-foot trailer exploring and living the RV lifestyle. From trip and product reviews to RV show reports and an unfiltered look at life on the road. This is the show for you. Welcome.
Hey, welcome. Thanks so much for making it by on behalf of Sharon and myself. We really appreciate it. We got another great show for you. We're up to about 40 shows now. Check out the library. Lots of great stuff in there. A great interview with Mike from RV Lifestyles, from Traveling Robert, applications, trip reports, product FAQs, and we're going to keep. Hey, welcome. Thanks so much for making it by on behalf of Sharon and myself. We truly appreciate it. We got another great show for you, and we're up to about 40 shows now. Check out the library. Got a lot of great stuff in there. Got a great interview with Mike from RV Lifestyle about his new app, and some great trip reports in there. If you're thinking about making some plans for the summer, a great report on gas this time and about affordability for RVers. Let us know what you'd like to see. Just send us an email. We're continuing with the t-shirt giveaway all summer long. Every month we're giving away a handy dandy out and about t-shirt or one of our handy dandy ball caps. So all you need to do is we asked you to send us a picture of your rig. You were too embarrassed, so you didn't want to do that. So all you need to do in order to win is send us an email. I think it's on the bottom of the screen, but out and about info, out and about. Anyway, you know what I mean. So let us know what you would like to see, because that's really important to us. This is your site. And we want you to have input and such like that. Also, check out our announcement about the idea of a RV Owners Association. That's back in episode 31. The founding documents, the proposed founding documents, are up on the Facebook page, as is a complete list of all of the shows that we've got planned throughout the rest of the summer, up to show 50. So you can see what's coming up and what's already gone down. And you can check out the episode list on the Facebook page or in the show notes down there. Well, we got a lot to get to. Buckle up, and away we go.
Out and About TV, we've done the legwork for you, watching, analysing and curating the top RV YouTube channels that cover everything from trailers and fifth wheels to vans and mobile homes. These RV YouTubers have turned their passion into full-time careers, influencing the RV community and even shaping industry trends. Channels that entertain, educate and inspire with hosts that have the heart of a teacher. Stop by and we will examine what these channels are covering. And it is more than just entertainment. Just consider Out and About your personal digital campfire. For all things RV.
This week's RV Channel Spotlight takes us to one of the most respected and educational resources in the RV community. RV Love, created by Mark and Julie Bennett. Like many of us, Mark and Julie weren't born into the RV lifestyle. In fact, they were living what many would consider the traditional American dream: good jobs, a nice home, and a comfortable life in Colorado. But deep down, they wanted something more freedom, more travel, more adventure. Then, one chance meeting with a full-time RVing couple in a pizza restaurant changed everything. That conversation opened their eyes to a completely different way of life, and after months of research and planning, they decided to take the leap. In June of 2014, they sold their townhome, purchased a motorhome, and literally drove off into the sunset to begin their full-time RV journey. Since then, Mark and Julie have become two of the most recognizable names in the RV community. Through their website, YouTube channel, books, online courses, and educational events, they have helped hundreds of thousands of RV owners learn how to travel smarter, safer, and more affordably. They are the authors of the best-selling books Living the RV Life and RV Hacks. And they are also the creators of the RV Success School and the popular Hit the Road Summit. Their mission is simple: help people avoid costly mistakes and achieve their RV dreams without being overwhelmed by all the information floating around the internet. What makes RV Love stand out is that Mark and Julie don't just talk about RVing, they've lived it. They've visited all 50 states, logged more than 100,000 miles on the road, explored countless national and state parks, boondocked in remote deserts, camped in private resorts, crossed into Canada and Mexico, and even traveled internationally while maintaining a mobile lifestyle. Along the way, they've owned multiple RVs, from large Class A diesel pushers to smaller, more nimble travel setups. One of the things viewers appreciate most is their practical, real-world approach. Whether you're trying to figure out how to buy your first rig, work remotely while traveling, save money on campgrounds and fuel, stay connected on the road, or simply decide if the RV lifestyle is right for you, chances are Mark and Julie have already covered it. Their videos are informative, easy to understand, and based on years of personal experience. The couple has also demonstrated that the RV lifestyle isn't just for retirees. They built their lives around working remotely while traveling, proving that with planning and determination, many people can enjoy the freedom of the road long before traditional retirement age. That message has inspired thousands of families, couples, and solo travelers to take a serious look at the RV lifestyle. Today, RV Love continues to be one of the premier destinations for RV education, travel inspiration, and practical advice. Their content covers everything from campground memberships and connectivity solutions to RV maintenance, budgeting, gear reviews, trip planning, and healthy living on the road. They have built a reputation for providing trustworthy information without hype, making them a valuable resource for both newcomers and seasoned RV veterans alike. Their website has been featured on major media sites time and time again, because it's among the best RV advice out there. The system and content here works. They will make you a smarter, safer, and more successful recreational vehicle owner and operator. So if you're looking for a channel that combines experience, education, inspiration, and a genuine passion for the RV lifestyle, be sure to check out RV Love with Mark and Julie Bennett. They've spent more than a decade helping people turn their travel dreams into reality. And chances are they'll help you become a smarter and more confident owner too. I'm Hope, and that is this week's RV Channel Spotlight. Happy travels, and remember, adventure before dementia.
Hey, every week, tune in. We're going to keep cataloging the best in RV channels on YouTube and tell you what they're all about and save you a little bit of time there. Thanks a lot for tuning in. The question becomes, can you still afford the RV lifestyle? For generations, the RV lifestyle has represented freedom. Freedom to travel, freedom to explore, freedom to wake up next to a mountain stream one day and next to the beach the next. Freedom to escape the daily grind and see America on your own terms. But lately, many RV owners are asking a difficult question. Can we still afford it? If you spent any time at a campground, an RV rally, an RV show, or even scrolling through social media, you've probably heard the same concerns over and over again. Fuel prices are up. Campground fees are up, fuel prices are up, campground fees are up, insurance is up, maintenance costs is up, food costs are up, not to mention everything else. And perhaps most frustrating of all, RV prices continue to climb despite growing concerns and documented concerns about rig quality. For many families, the dream of RV travel is becoming increasingly expensive and simply out of reach. Let's start with fuel. Whether you're towing a travel trailer, pulling a fifth wheel, or driving a large motorhome, fuel is one of the biggest expenses in the RV lifestyle. Check out our special on gas. It's got some great tips in there about how to save a little bit of money. A modern half-ton pickup towing a travel trailer may average 10 to 12 miles a gallon. Larger diesel trucks and motorhomes often see even lower numbers. A trip that used to cost $300 in fuel a few years ago may now cost $400 or $500, or maybe even more, depending on where you're traveling. Per gallon price fluctuates depending on where you are in the country. And unlike many household expenses, fuel isn't something you can simply avoid. You got to get from point A to point B. If the wheels are turning, your money is burning. And then there are the campgrounds. Many private campgrounds now charge rates that would have seemed unbelievable just a decade ago. It's not uncommon to see nightly rates of $60, $80, some even $100 or more in popular destinations. Thank God, state and national parks have maintained a pretty stable prices structure, and some premium RV resorts now rival hotel prices. I mean, if it's going to cost you $150 a night to park your rig, why not stay in a five-star hotel with a pool and the rest of it? Now, I get it. It's not camping, right? But those kind of dichotomies are being discussed. Even public campgrounds, long considered the affordable alternative, have now had steadily increasing rates. And there is a rumor afoot that the National Park Service wants to raise the rates in 2027 significantly. There are also growing rumors throughout the camping community that additional fee increases may be coming to portions of the national park system as agencies struggle with maintenance backlogs, staffing shortages, and rising operating costs. Same goes for Florida and Michigan state parks. Whether those increases happen this year or next, or the year after, many RV owners are understandably concerned. After all, one of the great advantages to RV travel has always been affordability. And I hate to keep coming back to it, but that's another example of where the RVOA, the RV Owners Association of America, could assist to lobby and evangelize for low camping fees at our state and national parks. If campground fees continue to rise, the advantage begins to disappear, the advantage of affordable RV travel. Then there's the elephant in the room, the rig itself. Recreational vehicle costs are out of control. Over the past several years, RV prices have exploded. They think we're back in COVID. Many travel trailers that sold for $25,000 not long ago now sell for $35,000 or $40,000. Fifth wheels that once seemed expensive at $60,000 now routinely come in at $100,000. Luxury motorhomes, forget about it. They cost more than some houses. And here's what really frustrates consumers. Many buyers feel that quality hasn't improved and in fact has gotten worse. Owners continue reporting issues ranging from leaky roofs right out of the factory, plumbing failures, electrical problems, poor workmanship, and warranty disputes. I mean, when you walk into a brand new trailer that's just come from the factory and you can peel away molding and stuff like that that's not secured, come on, have a little pride in your work. And it gives me no joy to say that to you because I know you're working, 40, 50, 60 hours a week trying to earn a living. I get that. The problem is your management has bowed to stockholders, and instead of providing you a livable wage and an hourly wage, they've chosen to go to a per unit price thing. The faster you go, the more money you make. I don't blame you. It's not your fault. Anyway, the result is all a painful combination. High prices, higher financing costs, a lower confidence in the product. That's a pretty tough pill to swallow. Insurance is another growing concern. Many RV owners have seen significant increases in premiums over the past few years. Part of that is inflation, of course. Part of it is increased claims costs. Part of it is severe weather events becoming more frequent and more expensive. And whatever the reason, it's one of the expenses that's being added to the monthly RV budget. And that's a budget that's about to break for a lot of people. You add to that the choices of recreational endeavors. Look at a boat. Sometimes a boat is actually cheaper than a trailer or a fifth wheel or a motorhome. Many cases, depending on the boat. And there is that competition for the American recreational dollar. And even routine RV maintenance for trailers and motor coaches has become more expensive. Tires cost more. Batteries cost more. Roof sealants cost more. Oil changers cost more. And if you need professional service, labor rates continue to climb as well. Everything seems to cost more than it did just a few years ago. And you know as well as I do, American business is never going to go back. Prices go up. They rarely go down. So I think we're going to see $4 gas as a standard SOP going forward, and true for the rest of the price increases. Meanwhile, many retirees and working families are trying to stretch fixed incomes and paychecks that simply aren't keeping pace. So here's the deal. Are we saying that the RV lifestyle is dying? Absolutely not. But it is changing. Today's RV owners are becoming smarter, more resourceful by necessity, and more selective. They're traveling shorter distances. They're staying longer in each location. They're seeking public lands and lower cost campgrounds. That's why I'm so adamant about access to public lands. It's our land. We want to use it. And RV users, in order to try and make ends meet, are using fuel price apps like Gas Buddy. They're learning to perform their own maintenance. Many are purchasing used RVs instead of new ones. In other words, they're adapting. The RV lifestyle has always attracted independent thinkers, people who solve problems, people who find creative ways to make things work. That's what a doer, that's what a winner to me, that's what a doer does. You figure it out. You find a way. Don't take no for an answer. Going to put up a wall in front of me? Guess what? I'm either going through it or around it or over it. There are people who solve problems and find creative ways to make things work. And that spirit is alive and well today in the RV community. The truth is that RV travel can still be more affordable than many traditional vacations. A family traveling with their own bed, kitchen, and transportation often saves significant amounts of money compared to hotels, restaurants, airline tickets, and the rest of it. Not to mention, have you been in an airport recently? You've been in an aircraft recently? No, thank you. The challenge is that the margin is shrinking. The days of simply hooking up and heading down the highway without thinking about costs are largely behind us. Today's RV owner needs a plan, a budget, and a realistic understanding of expenses. But perhaps that's all not entirely a bad thing, because at its heart, the RV lifestyle was never really about luxury. It wasn't about expensive rigs and fancy resorts. It was about freedom. It was about nature. It was about watching the sunrise over a lake, meeting new friends around a campfire, exploring places you've never seen before, creating memories with family and friends. Those things still exist, and fortunately, they remain free. So can you still afford the RV lifestyle? That answer depends on your budget, your expectations, and how willing you are to adapt. The lifestyle isn't as cheap as it once was, that's for sure. But for those willing to plan carefully, travel and shop smart, the rewards still may be worth every penny. After all, adventure has always required a little investment. The question is whether the memories you'll make along the way are worth the price of admission. I think they are. For many of us, the answer is still yes. And that's why we keep rolling down the road. I'm Tom for Out and About TV. Shenandoah, I long to see you. Shenandoah National Park, Virginia's mountain masterpiece. If you're looking for breathtaking mountain views, winding scenic roads, abundant wildlife, and some of the most beautiful camping east of the Mississippi, then pack up your hiking boots because this week we're headed to the Shenandoah National Park in the Commonwealth of Virginia. Stretching for more than 100 miles along Virginia's Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah National Park covers nearly 200,000 acres of protected wilderness and serves as one of America's most beloved national parks. The park was officially established in 1935 and today welcomes well over 1 million visitors every year. But what makes Shenandoah so special isn't just its size. It's the fact that this park is tremendously, incredibly accessible. Unlike many Western national parks that require long drives into remote areas, Shenandoah sits just about 75 miles from Washington, D.C. In fact, many visitors can leave the nation's capital after breakfast and be standing on a mountain overlooking beautiful scenery before lunchtime. The heart of the park is a road that has become legendary among travelers. Skyline Drive. This scenic highway runs the entire length of the park, following the crest of the Blue Ridge Mountains for 105 miles. The speed limit is intentionally low, by the way. It's just 35 miles an hour. And that's exactly how it should be. This is not a road to rush. This is a road to savor. Along Skyline Drive, you'll find more than 75 scenic overlooks where you can pull over. They offer incredible views of the Shenandoah Valley to the west and the rolling Piedmont region to the east. On a clear day, you can see for miles and miles. And during autumn, when the leaves explode into brilliant shades of red, gold, orange, many consider Skyline Drive to be one of the most beautiful drives in America. Bring your camera. You're going to need it. Of course, Shenandoah isn't about driving. It's a hiker's paradise. The park features more than 500 miles of hiking trails, including over 100 miles on the famous Appalachian Trail. Whether you're looking for a leisurely stroll or a challenging mountain trek, you'll find something here. One of the most popular hikes in the park is Dark Hollow Falls, where visitors can enjoy a relatively short walk to a beautiful cascading waterfall. Another favorite is Hawksbill Summit. It's the highest point in the park at just over 4,000 feet above sea level. The reward for reaching the top is a spectacular panoramic view that stretches across the Blue Ridge Mountains. Wildlife enthusiasts will also love Shenandoah. The park is home to white-tailed deer, wild turkeys, foxes, bobcats, and black bears. Now, don't panic. Black bears generally want nothing to do with people and usually disappear into the woods long before you ever notice them. Still, this is bear country. Got to secure all your food, all that kind of good stuff. Visitors should always store their food properly and follow the National Park Service guidelines. Some campgrounds offer bear safes. Put your food in. Many visitors report seeing deer grazing peacefully beside Skyline Drive, especially during early morning and evening. For photographers, these encounters can provide some unforgettable photographic opportunities. Now let's talk about camping, one of my favorite subjects, because after all, that's what most of us care about. Shenandoah National Park offers several campgrounds spread throughout the park. Big Meadows Campground is perhaps the most popular and centrally located. It provides easy access to hiking trails, scenic overlooks, and the historic Big Meadows area. You'll find both tent campers and RVers here. There's also Loft Mountain Campground, located near the southern end of the park, which offers stunning views and a slightly quieter atmosphere. Many visitors consider it one of the best camping experiences in the entire park, the Loft Mountain Campground. Now, another one is Matthews Arm Campground. It's located up in the north part of the park and provides really convenient access to Washington, D.C. One thing RV travelers should know is that hookups are limited or non-existent within the park itself. This is a more traditional national park camping experience rather than resort camping. Come prepared. Bring adequate water, batteries, solar power, and realistic expectations. What you'll lose in amenities, you'll more than gain in scenery. And trust me, that's a trade most campers are happy to make. For those who prefer a few more creature comforts, numerous private campgrounds and RV parks can be found just outside the national park boundary. One of the things that surprises first-time visitors is the incredible diversity of the landscape. At one overlook, you'll be gazing out at endless mountain ridges. A few miles later, you're standing beside a waterfall. Around the next bend, you'll discover a beautiful alpine meadow filled with wild flowers, or a dense forest that seems completely untouched by time. Shenandoah has a way of making you slow down, and maybe that's exactly what many of us need these days. Life moves fast. The world feels increasingly noisy, but up here in the mountains, surrounded by forests, wildlife, and endless great views, things seem a little simpler, a little quieter, a little more manageable. Whether you're an avid hiker, a photographer, a history buff, a wildlife enthusiast, or simply someone looking for a peaceful place to camp, Shenandoah National Park delivers and then some. It's beautiful without being overwhelming, accessible without feeling crowded, and wild enough to remind us why we fell in love with the outdoors in the first place. So if your travels take you through Virginia, do yourself a favor and take the exit. Drive Skyline Drive. Watch the sunrise from a mountain overlook. Listen to the wind through the trees. And spend a few days discovering why Shenandoah National Park remains one of America's true natural national treasures. Until next time, keep the shiny side up, the rubber side down. I'm Tom for Out and About TV. Well, in this week's product roundup and FAQ, let's talk trailer tires, the most important part of your RV that you probably ignore. Let's be honest, trailer tires ain't sexy. They're not exciting. Nobody gathers around the campfire talking about the sidewalls and load ranges and tire tread compounds. But here's the reality. Your tires are arguably the single most important safety component on your RV and tow vehicle. And yet they're often the most neglected, certainly the most ignored. Today, we're talking about trailer tires, how long they really last, what you should be looking for with wear and tear, and how to avoid being one of the most common and expensive problems facing RV owners today, the dreaded blowout. Now, this is a little selfish of me because I'm about to buy a whole bunch of tires. So doing this research helps me a little bit. And then hopefully that intel I pass on to you and can help you as well. Every year, thousands of RV owners find themselves stranded on the side of the highway because of tire failures. By the way, the proposed ROVA would help keep track of that data. Sometimes it's inconvenient, sometimes expensive, and occasionally it can be downright dangerous. A blown trailer tire can rip out wiring, destroy fenders, tear up plumbing, damage flooring, and cost thousands of dollars in repairs before you realize what happened. So let's start with a common misconception. Tread wear is not what kills trailer tires. Age is. Unlike automobile tires that may wear out from mileage, many RV tires age out long before they wear out. You could look at a tire, it's got beautiful tread on it, but it's no good because it's 10 years old. You can start to see the cracking on the sidewall. And that's because trailers spend most of their life parked. Sunlight, heat, moisture, ozone slowly attack the rubber compounds, and the tire may look fine, the tread may look fine, but internally, the tire is deteriorating. Most tire experts recommend replacing trailer tires somewhere between 5 and 7 years of age, regardless of tread depth. You can determine the age of the tire by looking at the DOT code stamped on the sidewall. The last 4 numbers indicate the week and the year that the tire was manufactured. For example, a tire marked 1822 was manufactured during the 18th week of 2022. If you're buying a used RV, check those dates out immediately, and you might be surprised. Now let's talk about tire types. Many trailers come equipped with ST tires, and that stands for special trailer. These tires are specifically designed for trailer use and feature stiffer sidewalls that help reduce sway and improve stability. You should never assume that any old tire will work on a trailer. Trailer tires are engineered differently from passenger vehicle tires, and load capacity is critical. Let's talk about that. Load range. You've probably seen tires labeled as load range C, load range D, E, F, or even higher. Think of load range. Think of load range as the tire's carrying capacity. The heavier a trailer, the more important it becomes to select the proper load range. One of the biggest mistakes RV owners make is purchasing tires based solely on price. A cheap tire may save money today, but it may cost you thousands tomorrow and maybe even your life. Personally, I'd rather spend a little extra on quality rubber than spend a vacation sitting on the side of Interstate 10 waiting for roadside assistance. Another important factor that we've talked about is tire pressure. Improper inflation is the leading cause of tire failure. Too little air causes excessive heat buildup and resistance, lower gas mileage, but heat is the enemy. Heat destroys tires, heat causes blowouts, heat damages sidewalls, and heat doesn't care whether you're headed to Yellowstone or to the local campground. Check your tire pressures before every travel day and every time you fuel up. Not once a month, not once a season, every travel day and every time you fuel up. And by the way, remember that you should check your pressure mainly when the tires are cold. One of the best investments you can make, as we've talked about here, is a tire pressure monitoring system. A TPMS continuously monitors tire pressure and temperature while you're traveling. If a tire begins losing air or overheating in real time, you'll know immediately. Instead of discovering a problem after your tire explodes, you'll often have time to pull over and safely address it. Many experienced RVers consider a TPMS system mandatory equipment. And so does the RVIA, which has gotten the manufacturers to agree to make TPMS systems mandatory and standard equipment for all rigs starting in 2027. This could save lives because everybody has fears about tire blowouts, and frankly, I'm one of them. Now let's discuss sunlight. The sun is brutal on your roof. It's also brutal on your tires. There's a reason why people put those ridiculous looking things on their tires. They work. Ultraviolet rays slowly break down rubber compounds over time. If your RV spends long periods parked outdoors, consider using tire covers. They're inexpensive, they're easy to install, and they might just help extend the life of your tires. The same goes for proper storage. Whenever possible, avoid parking long-term on dirt or grass. Moisture can accelerate deterioration, and a solid surface such as concrete, asphalt, or even leveling blocks can help protect your investment. Another question we hear all the time is, should I buy the cheapest tire I can find? My answer, absolutely not. You get what you pay for. Your tires are literally carrying your home down the highway at 55 miles an hour. It's not a place to cut corners. There are several highly respected manufacturers producing quality producing quality trailer tires today. Brands such as Goodyear, Michelin, Carlisle, Salon, Hankook, and others have developed, and Firestone, have developed strong reputation. Brands such as Goodyear, Firestone, Michelin, Carlisle, Hankook, and others have developed strong reputations among RV owners. Ask around on the forums. The key isn't necessarily choosing the most expensive tire. The key is choosing a quality tire that's properly rated for your trailer and then maintain it correctly. And while we're talking about maintenance, don't forget your wheel bearings. A perfectly good tire can be destroyed by a failing wheel bearing that overheats and damages the tire assembly. Tires and bearings work hand in hand as a system. Take care of both. You should redo and re-grease your bearings at least once every other year. So what's the bottom line? Trailer tires may not be glamorous. They won't impress your neighbors. They won't make your campsite look cooler, but they might save your vacation. They might save your life. Inspect them regularly. Maintain proper inflation. Replace them before they become dangerous, and invest in a TPMS system. Also protect them from the sun, and don't assume that because a tire looks good, that it is good. Because when it comes to trailer tires, appearances can be deceiving. A few $100s spent on quality tires today may prevent thousands of dollars in damages tomorrow. And that's a pretty good return on your investment. Until the next time, keep the shiny side up and the rubber side down, and we'll see you down the road. But before I go, one final tip. Every time you stop for fuel, walk around your RV and physically place your hand on each tire. You're not looking for warm. Warm is normal. You're looking for the one tire that's significantly hotter than the others. A hot tire can be the first warning sign to underinflation, bearing problems, brake problems, or an impending failure. That simple 30-second walk around has saved many RVers from major trouble. Until next time, keep the shiny side up and the rubber side down. I'm Tom for Out and About TV. Hey, thanks so much. I hope you enjoyed the show. Please make it a point, put it on your calendar every Saturday at noon. We're here talking story about travel, adventure, and RVs. And on behalf of Sharon and myself, thanks a lot for coming by. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'd really appreciate the support and keep us going. Let us know what you would like to see in the show. Just send us an email and enter to win a t-shirt. How about it? Yeah. Hey, and don't forget, next week, we're going to be talking about the best RV and camping tools for under $50. We're also going to take a trip to Glacier National Park, and we're going to talk about poo, how to take care of poo. We're going to talk about a wonderful product made by a fellow RVer called Liquify. We'll talk about that, and we're going to do an RV channel spotlight for the RV channel Fate Unbound. Make it a point. We'll see you next Saturday at noon. Thanks again. We'll see you next week. You make it a great day. Get out there and see your friend Mother Nature, and we'll see you out and about.